Because the bristles of the new Wisdom Reflex move up and down in a flexible base, they really hug the contours of your teeth. Wisdom Reflex, about as close as teeth and a toothbrush can get.
Sorry.
It'll take more than that to wake her. A proper cup of Tetley should do the trick.
She's stirring.
So am I.
It's all right. It's Tetley.
Sydney, my little prince. It's the best cup of tea I've had in years.
Steve, I really fancy an ice cream and chutney.
Ice cream and chutney.
And a cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
Oh, and hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
You'll find a lot of what you fancy at a Shell Select store. And you'll find hundreds of them open till late.
Right, chutney, ice cream, cheeseburger, hot chocolate. Baby on the way?
Yeah.
I get some funny cravings, don't I?
Yeah. Cat food.
Cat food.
For the cat.
Oh.
You can tell when it's Shell.
Well, I've been here for 5 years now, and I've worked my way up to mortgage advisor. I started off in the machine room, like most people, really. Then I took time off to have Daniel. I brought him in once. Never again. Well, this being a new town, we get a lot of young couples, kiddies on the way. So I know how it is. It's my job to make sure they get the right mortgage, which means one they can afford. Because you don't want to be struggling in the first years. The kids will give you enough of that.
About your photographs as much as you do? Who cares that if you want advice, there's someone there to help? Who cares enough to check each and every print by hand? And who cares that you might need them on the hour? Who cares?
Next tonight, news at 10 with Trevor McDonald and Carol Barnes from ITN.
This Friday, Wicker's World encounters something completely different.
I live in the sunshine paradise, the Caribbean dream, where only reality is missing. For this is Wicker Island.
This is day 26, and we've reached Wicker Island.
Easter Island.
Whatever. Where no Monty Python has ever trod. Join our flying circus as the ultimate package reaches Easter Island Friday night at 8. Monty who?
I'd say my skin's important to me, more now than ever. The 80s were outgoing, no time to spare. With Dove, my skin feels smoother. It made me think more about my skin, taking the time, really.
Dove contains neutral cleansing ingredients and 1/4 moisturizing cream. It won't dry your skin like soap can.
It's not all vanity. It's about feeling good inside your skin. Dove's only a little part of that, but it's a start.
Another day has just begun.
Weather's not too good.
And whatever the weather, you'll be tasting the sun. Now you can wake up to sunshine everywhere. Put more sunshine taste in your day. The Valencina way.
Unlike other oranges, the Valencia Late Orange stays an extra month on the tree, soaking up more sun to give new Valencina its natural sunshine taste.
Make new Valencina part of a lively, bright and sunny start. Put more sunshine taste in your day. Valencina way.
More sunshine, Valencina taste.
Now there's a new way to make your bathroom shine in half the time. Introducing new Bathroom Flash.
It's made specially for the bathroom. It's faster than an old-style cream, cleaning easily, rinsing quickly, without leaving any residue. And it's better than a cream at removing watermarks in an instant. Add it to water and it cleans floors to a shine in a flash, without rinsing.
New Bathroom Flash cleans baths to the shine in half the time.
New, the Wilkinson Sword Protector. A razor so sharp that it has to be kept behind bars.
Life needs a strong man.
Protective guard wires mean that while the shave is close, as you would expect from Wilkinson Sword, it will be the safest wet shave you've ever had. The safest wet shave ever. Protector. New, only from Wilkinson Sword.
Tonight, may I recommend southern fried chicken from the Bird's Eye Steakhouse? Thank you so much.
Come on, young man, we're going outside.
Oh, hello, Mum. Didn't see you there.
Oh, gosh, you're getting so heavy.
Whoa, mind that basket.
There, how's that?
Very nice, thank you. Now then. Oh, doesn't he realise I'll inherit that T-shirt soon? Yes, I can see it needs a wash.
Last one.
No, I'm full. Oh, that T-shirt's clean. Another wash, it'll fade to girly pink.
I just washed that.
Careful with that lolly, James.
Too late. Bye-bye, red. Hang on. Mum's been using new Persil colour all the time. Word in the creche is it gets rid of dirt without bleaching out colour. It's clean. It's still red.
New Persil colour washes out stains without bleaching out colour.
Maybe red doesn't suit me after all.
All my dogs have always eaten pedigree chum and have always loved it. But one dog couldn't take the food as it was too rich for him. I tried the improved recipe on all of them, including the dog it didn't suit. It's a very digestible food. He's eating it and enjoying it, and it's doing him just as good as all the other dogs. I was delighted. It shows in their eyes, their coats, their well-being. I recommend the improved recipe pedigree chum for all dogs, even for dogs that found it too rich.
Yul Brynner stars again as the gunman who comes to the rescue of a Mexican village in Return of the Seven, the sequel to The Magnificent Seven, after News at 10.
UN threatens Sarajevo pullout. Thatcher says we must go in. The understaffing that threatens emergency treatment. Janie Allen loses her case and a fortune in costs. A breakthrough that brings new hope on breast cancer. And Sally Gunnell revives a golden age for British women on the track. Good evening. The crisis in the Bosnian capital Sarajevo worsened tonight. There were more serious outbreaks of fighting, and the killing and the destruction continued, still with no end in sight. A crisis atmosphere, too, on political and diplomatic fronts. UN troops in Bosnia said the time had come for them to consider pulling out. They say it may now be too dangerous to stay. And Lady Thatcher said tonight that the West should send troops and weapons to Bosnia to stop what she called the communist aggression of Serbia. While the West decides, Iran today raised the spectre of sending Islamic forces to Bosnia to protect Muslims from Serbs.
The fighting in Sarajevo has moved up a gear. For 4 months, it's been a conventional siege, the two sides lying static for much of the time. But Bosnian government forces have now launched a counter-offensive. They're trying to break out of the Serbian stranglehold on the city. It's led to fighting of such ferocity that the UN force has closed the airport and is considering withdrawal. And it has given a new twist to the spiralling debate over military intervention. The latest to weigh in, Lady Thatcher. She compared the Serbs to the Nazis and said the Bosnians need military help within days unless an even greater catastrophe is to occur. But the man whose backbone she is said to have stiffened in the early days of the Gulf crisis, George Bush, has his electoral prospects to worry about and will not easily be persuaded to risk lives.
Before I commit American forces to a battle, I want to know what's the beginning, what's the objective, how is the objective going to be achieved, and what's the end.
There is talk of an American-inspired UN resolution authorizing the use of force, But British diplomats in New York say at the moment it's no more than talk. The UN has, however, demanded that the Red Cross be allowed to verify reports of concentration camps. And into the diplomatic cauldron, an unexpected new ingredient today, a call from Iran's foreign minister for Islamic nations to consider sending troops. A recognition that the plight of Bosnia's Muslims is now stirring deep emotions throughout Islam.
There is a call throughout the Muslim world for, I can't say a holy war, but, you know, to come to the defense of the Bosnian Muslims who are being massacred by the Serbians.
And feelings really are that strong enough for people to go and die?
I think so. If tomorrow there were registers of volunteers throughout the Muslim world, I'm sure tens of thousands of people would volunteer to go and fight in Bosnia.
The Bosnian government forces would be likely to welcome any help they can get. Despite the bravado of this government video, they are ill prepared for the war they're fighting. But military analysts say the Iranians haven't got the equipment for large-scale intervention. British officials are playing down the significance of the Iranian intervention. They believe it's simply a gesture. But they do recognize that Islamic opinion is becoming more and more of a factor in the Bosnian crisis, and they will be inviting an Islamic representative to this month's London Peace Conference. Edward Sturton, News at 10 at the Foreign Office.
Here, accident and emergency departments are frequently undermanned, some of them with only inexperienced staff on duty at busy times of the night. Consultants, phoned or called in from home, are overstretched. Well, that's according to a report by the National Audit Office, an independent watchdog body, which says it could mean patients don't get the care they need. The Audit Office visited 6 accident and emergency units in England. It also studied 6 in Scotland and said consultants there were often overworked too.
She thought that he'd gone to sleep.
A diabetic arrives at a Leeds casualty department. He's one of the 11 million patients who rely on accident and emergency departments each year. According to today's report, many casualty units are severely overstretched. The report looked at 6 departments. At 5, it found staffing levels were well below those recommended by